Hey, what's going on YouTube? Today we'll be taking a look into SAS or Zombie Assault with my friend Jen. It's a free indie game and we're here to let you know what we think about the game. Let's say you create a character but mess up and you want to start over. In order to delete your character, you must click the profile and click delete. I find this to be a little tedious, however, I'm glad it could still be done. Once you click create new character, you'll be given 3 choices: a medic class, an assault class, and a heavy class. Choose the one that best fits your playstyle. After that, you can assign him a custom or a random name. We're going to talk about everything we like and don't like about the game. The first thing I didn't like about the game was the multiplayer. When creating a private match, you have to re-invite your friend every time after you finish a game. The reason for this being is because you have to create a private match, you have to choose the map, and then re-invite your friend. You also have to give them a new invite code every time they want to join. Once everyone is ready, you can go ahead and click Start Match.
Warning. Please turn down the video if you do not want your ears to fall off. This is not a joke. This is to show you how loud the game is.
For the rest of the video, I will be turning down the audio on my video editing software because you cannot turn down the audio in the game. Which brings us to another issue that we did not like about this game. You cannot adjust the audio, you can only either mute it or have it playing. And as you can tell, the sound effects are really loud. The music is really loud. There are other options, but we didn't really bother to mess with them as we couldn't even focus because of the audio being so loud. As you can tell, zombies come in all shapes and sizes. There's small ones, big ones, and even ugly ones. Okay, who am I kidding? They're all kind of ugly. But anyway, did you know the big ones can throw leeches that will suck your blood? Your teammate can help you to kill these a little bit faster, or you can do this yourself. It's just gonna take a little bit more time. Once the zombies have done enough damage to the fence, they'll break it down and barge right in. At this point, it is up to you and your team to coordinate on where you go and how you kill these things. And don't worry, there's no friendly fire, so even if your teammates want to run in front of you and start shooting things and you happen to just shoot them, don't worry, they're not going to die. They'll be fine. After we didn't see any more zombies spawn in, we were kind of questioning what do we do next. Well, all we had to do was just wait. And boom, just like that, we were all clear and ready to go. The mission was complete. Once the mission is over, you can click OK or continue to get your reward. But if this screen pops up, do not click check it out because it'll take you to a whole new game on Steam which has nothing to do with the one you're playing. Hit the back button instead and it'll bring you back to this screen in no time. Let's go ahead and take a look at one of their other maps. Remember that you cannot adjust the volume of the game inside the game itself, but you can adjust the volume through your headset. This is good for anyone that is playing solo. But if you're playing with your friends, this may not work out well for you. If you see a blue arrow on your screen, it means that you have to go that way for the objective. Players can find boxes on the floor. Be sure to pick them up if you want loot at the end of the game. Once the game is over, you'll receive the box, you can open it and then receive new gear or new weapons. Let me skip forward and save you the trouble. It's a long train ride, okay? And the entire time you're just doing the same thing. Clearing a couple of waves of zombies and then the train starts moving again until you finally reach the final destination. And just like that, we have completed another mission and now we move on to the next one. Here's an example of the crates I was talking about that you can pick up in the middle of the game. In the first one, I received a new weapon. In the second one, I received a new piece of gear. In the third box that I opened, I received a helmet. Equipping your weapons and your gear in the beginning isn't so difficult. However, I don't know what it's going to look like when you have a lot of weapons and a lot of gear that you have to flip through. For me personally, this is going to look very messy. I'm not messing with it. I'm not a fan of the pay to win stuff being thrown in your face. I would be okay with it being in the store or somewhere where I can go click on it, but I don't like when it's a pop up and it's like, hey, buy this now for a limited time only. I'm not a fan, right? If I want to go buy something, I'll go look for it and I'll go buy it. But I don't need a pop up every time I finish a mission or every time I finish something. You know, I just don't need the pop up. As you can see, I closed out of that window and another pop up is, here with news and updates. Again, not a fan. Fortnite has news, updates, and all that stuff on a corner where you can click on it and it's good. But this is just popping it out in the middle of my screen where I just don't care to see it. Other than the grenades, I wanted to see what else they would offer. They actually offer quite a bit. However, I don't see myself using this on the small maps that we were playing. If you play this or decide to play this, let me know if these other items have been useful for you. You also get skill points, which you can use to improve your reload speed, your movement speed, and a few other things. I only ever had 1 point, so it doesn't really matter. I didn't notice much of a change in my movement speed with that 1 point, but maybe down the road if you get a few more, you might notice the difference. If you do, let me know if you think it's worth it. I went on to check everything else, from the mastery, the leaderboards, the collections, the elite inventory, and within the elite inventory, I found something pretty cool, which I would like to maybe check out at some point if they fix the audio issue. They have an augment weapon and an augment armor category. I didn't have any cores available to augment my gear, but normally in the game where you can augment items, it's a pretty good thing to do. So I would like to see where this goes, but until they fix the audio, I probably will never try to augment anything. Quick little tip, before you start, on your map there should be something that shows you your objective. For us, our objective was to save the survivors. Unfortunately, even if we broke down the door, it wasn't good enough. They would keep running into the wall, scared. We have to actually go up to them and make sure that they get out. So we have to touch them with our character and make sure that they got out. If you don't run into them with your character, they stay running around in place or running into a wall and they won't go anywhere. So unless your character taps them on the shoulder basically and tells them, hey, it's okay, you can go, they probably will not budge from where they are. And just like that, guys, another mission completed. I don't know how difficult this game was intended to be. We are still very low leveled, so I don't expect us to really struggle with anything in the beginning. Maybe it gets harder later down the road, a little more difficult, sure. But with the amount of issues that we had, I probably will never get there. We got a couple more crates with some guns. I would be excited for them if the audio was not a big issue. I don't really see myself playing this game after today. In this clip, you can see that there are boss eggs and they have a lot of HP. So I thought if me and my duo can break this boss egg, maybe we'll actually get to fight a real boss. Unfortunately, that's not really the case. All it was two big guys in one egg. You know, I was expecting more of a fight, and I'll be honest, I was a little disappointed in the boss eggs. After you clear everything, that's it. Mission complete. I'm gonna be honest with you, after our 4th mission, I was over it. It was too repetitive. I wasn't really having fun because the game was too loud, and if I muted it, I couldn't really enjoy the game. And if it was on, I couldn't hear my teammate. So at this point, I gave up and I said, this is it. This is where I'm drawing the line. There's another pop-up exactly the same as the other one. It draws you away from the game, telling you to click on another game. I don't like that, so at this point, it was just it for me. Alright guys, we basically reached the end of the video. The rest of this is just going to be the live reaction of what we think about the game. If you want to stick around for it, cool. If not, no worries. Thank you for stopping by and watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. They could fix the audio. And I feel like if they fix the audio, I'd give it a 6 out of 10. What's your rating on it, Jen?
I gave it a 2. 2
2?
out of 10.
Okay.
But yes, I do agree. If they fix the audio and fix how you first start the game, I would bump that up probably to a 6 or 7. Because it is a decent game. They have a good concept here. They just done it in all the wrong ways. And quit shoving stuff in my face to buy. I don't like that.
Yeah. Alright, well, I guess that's it for the video then. For this one.